Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm just going to be making some lovely little tags with pockets. So that's like a little pocket tag. Now you can use them as normal tags, but I've actually made them. I've just made them out of some tea stain paper, so it's quite soft. So if you wanted them as sort of tags to hang off something, I would put a backing on them, but these ones I've made and I want to just put them into my journal. I'm going to just glue down two sides like that, so I've got a pocket at the back and then I've got a little pocket here. So that's how I sort of like wanted to use them, so because they're quite soft, although I have printed them onto 160 GSM paper, but they are quite soft. So but I think they're really lovely, really simple to do. Now I've used my new kit, which is the little mini embellishments, so which are here, which are lovely. So you've got a real sort of like mixture of pictures on here, so they're like little mini pictures and I think they're really cute. So I think there's 80 plus on here. These ones are slightly bigger on here, but I think the roses and that on there are just so pretty. And then on this one I've got some like bits of more vintage, so we've got some numbers, some butterflies and flowers and dragonfly on here, so sort of like a mixture on there as well. But I thought these are really sort of like handy little pictures to pop onto little tags or in the corner of your journal pages and things like that. So that's what I'm going to be using on these today. I've also got some book paper, and I've got some paper that I've embossed on here. This is the embossing folder that I used. It just says sunlit on there, so I don't know, I can't remember where I've got this from, but it's just a script embossing folder which I've used on here. Just on these little bits here, I've just torn it off, and also I've used it to make the little booklet things that go in this inside of it. So these are really simple. Let me just show you. So all they are, little booklet in there, and you open that up. It's not a booklet, it's like a little folder, little bit of a book page pocket, and a little one of the little embellishments in there. So that just fits in there like that. Really simple. Again, just some book paper, one of the embellishments, a little bit of seam binding and cheesecloth. And on here it's just a little bit of layering technique on there, and the little booklets like that, the little folders, I mean, not booklets, just like that. And I think they look so cute, really nice. So again, you can make them any size you like this one. Same again, little booklet in there. This one, because the picture's a little bit bigger, I've actually made a little pocket out of that one as well, and that's just like a little journaling spot in there. So that just slips in, and then a little pocket with a little folder in there with a little pocket. This is a different embossing. This is just a piece of leftover. I think I was just practicing on this one, but I thought it made a lovely little folder for that one. So that's what we're going to be making. It's very simple, as always. So what I've done, let me find this. I've got a piece of A4 paper. This is just standard copy paper. I've folded it into 4, so this will get obviously 4 tags out of it, but again, do whatever size you like. And I've just cut down those bits like that. Okay, so this is what you end up with, a piece like that. So then all as you do, you fold over the bottom, just fold it up as far as you like. This one, let me measure it for you. So this piece will be 8 1/4. Yes, so that's 8 1/4, and then I've just folded this one up 3 inches. Okay, so that's it, just like that. So then I'm going to fluff and glue all over me. Cut out a little notch. Now I'm going to see if my big punch will work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So see, look, today is not going to, but we've got the mark just there. So again, you can do it either side depending on what side you want to want your pocket or where you're going to put it on the page. So I've done a mixture of both. So there we go. You don't have to cut it out that big. If you've got a little hole punch, then use that, but I don't. I've ordered some, but I ordered them, silly me, over Christmas, so they're still somewhere around. It's probably some warehouse somewhere. Okay, so I've done them both sides like that, and all you want to do then is just ink around the edges, just like this. Okay, ink it up, and then I've got some over here which I've just stuck down like this. I've made a bunch of them here, and this one's got a little pocket in there as well. So I've just made some of these. Now what you want to do is stick them down like this, stick it this side here, bit of glue, not coming out. Just used it, can't have dried up that quickly, surely. There we go. Just along those two sides like that, and stick it down, just like that. Easy peasy. And then you've got a little, make sure it's dry, then you've got your little pocket here. So that's what we've got here. I've made a few of them as well because I'm going to make some more, and I'm going to just leave them plain as well. So I've got them there so I can decorate them to go in the journals that I will be using. So what I'm going to do, I'll just take one and we will decorate it. So let's put those over to the side. So we've got a little pocket there. So all as I've done, let's take some book paper. I've taken a little bit of book paper just like this. Just tear it up and just glue it on. Again, I'm just going to use the tacky glue that's in here. Just like that. Stick that down. Now again, there's loads of different ways. You don't have to use tea stain or coffee stain paper. You can use scrapbook paper or whatever you like. Any of your digital kits that you have, you can use. So pop that on there. Just however you want to do it. Again, great way of using up all the scraps as well, which we do all have plenty of. Now I'm going to use these little bits. So this is the just pop that. This is just the embossed paper on here. Let me just, I'm going to ink all of it, because when you ink over the top of the embossed, it brings out the text on there, the script. Now, I'm not sure which way up that's supposed to go. That way, do you think? I really don't know, but I'm going to have it this way. So it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So let me put that down there. Cut this little bit off there. And I can glue this on. Just like that. Stick that down. So it's just sort of like a little bit of collage on there. Let's take another piece, just like that. Bit of ink. Bit of glue, just like this. Just stick that there like that. Perfect. Cut that little piece off there. Now we need to find a little picture to go on here. What shall we have? Now I just love roses. I really do, and I think they just make it look so shabby. So that looks nice. We have a little bit of cheesecloth underneath. Let's pop a of this down, wrinkle it all up, pop a little bit of the 3-in-1 down, I think, to stick it down. Just stick, oopsie daisy, a bit of glue on the back. Stick that down there. Perfect. Now I'm going to use a little bit, I've got some bits of seam binding here. So that's a nice pink one, isn't it? So I'm just going to do our little knot like that to make it look like a little bow. Just like that. Oops. Cut that piece off. And then we can stick that down the side like that, I think. Again, you can actually stamp on the back if you didn't have an embossing folder. You could just stamp onto some paper. I think that would look really nice as well. I'm going to use a little bit too much glue there, but never mind. Let's pop those bits back now. What shall we pop on the bottom? Let's have a look. What have we got? Let's have a number. Let's have number 53. There we go. All the numbers that I did on there are just very random numbers. They don't mean anything. So I'm just going to pop that. Oopsie daisy. Gosh. That on there like that. Stick that down. Again, get all your little bits of lace and fabric as well you can use on there. Stick that down. And I stuck way too much glue on there. And now we're going to make a little booklet or a little folder to go in there. Let's use some of this. So let's measure. That's about right. That goes there, and then I'll just cut along this, just like that. Let's just see if that will fit in there. Perfect. Let's just cut a little bit off this end here. Not that straight, but that will be okay. And we're going to just round the corners off, just like that. Little bits out the way. Little bit. Let me put the lid on. While it keeps drying up. Little bit of ink just to bring out that embossing on the top. I will do the inside as well. Perfect. Lovely. Now what shall we put on here? So we've got a rose on there. What shall we pop inside? Oh, let's have a little birdhouse on this one, shall we? Let's ink around the edges. Because where you've cut it on the paper, I've just printed these on 160 GSM copy paper, just the white. But again, you can print onto whatever colour paper you've got. If you wanted to put it, let's put a bit of cheesecloth down. If you wanted to print it onto the tea stain paper, then obviously the little pictures are going to come out just a little bit sort of more vintage, because they'll have that nice coffee stain underneath. Pop a little bit of this on. I think I might actually pop a little bit of this underneath as well. Gosh, that kind of dried up that quickly. Really? There we go. Perfect. And then that over the top. Just like that. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Is that straight? Straightish. Okay, now we need a little pocket in here, which is just a little bit of this paper here. So all as I'm going to do is glue around the outside just how big I want the pocket, and then I'm just going to stick this on like that. Simple. And then cut round the outside. Just like that. Perfect. Make sure that sticks down. Let's cut this little bit off. Just like that. That was a bit wibbly wobbly, but never mind. Now we want a little picture to go inside. Let's just pop this little rose in there like that. Perfect. Now I want to pop a little bit of ribbon here, because I've used the little bit of ribbon on here as a little pull like that. So let's get a piece of this. Here's a little piece. Let's just cut a little section off. A little bit of glue. Let's open this out. Tiny bit of glue on there. Pop that down. And we want to have another bit on the back just to glue this down. Just like that. Oops, a bit wibbly wobbly. Doesn't matter, that will be fine. Now I wanted a little bit of this book paper just to cover that up, just like that. And again on this side. Just a little bit on there. There we go. And I think I might pop a little word on here. Now here's my little pocket of words. These are just printed off on my computer. What should we have? Should we have peace on here? These are just words that I sort of like always use, and I've got some thank yous in there as well from when I make my thank you cards. So let's just pop a little bit of ink around the edges, just like this. Bit of glue. And then I'm just going to stick that on there, just like that. Perfect. And then that's your little booklet. These are quite nice to make a few of these actually as well, to go in your stash, because they're nice to fit into little pockets in your journals as well. And that just fits in there nicely. So that's perfect. Now again, if you wanted it to be a tag, don't forget you'll probably need to put something a little bit harder on the back. So pop a bit of recycled card or something on there, because they're a little bit soft but not too soft, and then you can pop a little hole in the top. But again, I'm just going to use these to pop into the journal as like a little double pocket. So there we go. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. So these are a quick look again at the little mini embellishments. So I think they are really, really lovely, really handy. Cut them all out and pop them in a little pot so they're ready to go for it. They're nice to just pop onto. If you've got a blank page in your journals, these are nice to just pop in the corner, just to give it a little bit of prettiness in the corner. And again, you've got the little vintage ones on there. So there we go. Okay, so this is what they are all looking like now. So I'm going to carry on and make some more, and then I will have a nice little bunch to save for later. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all safe and well, and please do take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.